Hello everyone. Our next game of Marvel Champions is all set up here and ready to go. Today we are going to be playing as Spectrum. Spectrum is a leadership character, and she is from the Mad Titans Shadow campaign, which is actually where Thanos is from as well. So these two are actually from the same box. Spectrum is pretty cool. She's got a upgrade that she has in play. She's got these different energy forms. And so only one of these will be active at a time, and then each one will give her a different boost to different effects. So this one will give her attacks +2. This one will give her thwart +2. This one will give her defense +2. And then it'll have different things that they each do when she changes to those forms. And then she'll have cards in her deck that will do different things depending on which form she's in as well. Normally these are all face down, and then you flip them as you turn them as she changes between different forms. The way I normally play it is I have all three of them like this, and then I'll flip whichever one is active. To save some space, since I'm doing things on camera, I'm just going to have them all in a pile, and then I'll flip them over, and I'll change which one is on top of the pile as we go. On her alter ego side, she just says her energy forms are not active, so they're all face down when she's in alter ego form. The villain that we're going to be going against is Thanos, so that's the next one in alphabetical order. Thanos is stalwart, so that means he can't be stunned or confused. And then anytime the Infinity Stone deck, which is this deck over here, if that runs out, then he gets a face down boost card. And then he has the Infinity Gauntlet with all of the Infinity Stones in it. Only some of them are going to be active at a time, though. He doesn't have all of them active all at once. The way it works is he has the Infinity Gauntlet, which gives him permanent +1/+1 to all of his schemes and attacks. And then whenever he schemes or attacks, he's going to either resolve all of the face-up stones that are in play or reveal the next card in the deck. So normally there's only going to be one face-up or none face-up. If there's one face-up, he resolves it. If there's none face-up, then he flips a new one face-up. Sometimes, though, he will have ways of getting extra stones face up, so that the next time he schemes or attacks, then a bunch of stones activate all at once. So the next time he schemes or attacks, the time stone is going to activate, and it says discard the top 4 cards of your deck and place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different card type discarded. Then place this card in the Infinity Stone deck discard pile. The way I'm going to do that, again, just to save space, is I'm just going to put them face up on the bottom of the deck just so I remember which ones have been discarded. If that was not in play, then, so like let's say he had already attacked me and then it's his next time activating against me. He doesn't have any stones in play, so then he would just flip over the next one. Let's see. On his main scheme, it just says when revealed, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. That's why we have this one face up right away. And then it says search the encounter deck for the Sanctuary side scheme and reveal it. I forgot to do that when I shuffled up the deck, so let me grab that and reshuffle, and then we will be ready to go. All right, I went and found the Sanctuary side scheme. It has 3 threat +1 because of Hinder 1. When we defeat it, it's got the victory keyword, so it will go away. While it's in play, Thanos cannot take damage. And then when we defeat it, we can spend up to 3 red resources from our hand to deal 2 damage to Thanos for each red resource spent. And then that damage ignores the tough card. So if he has a tough card, it ignores it. Okay, let's take a look at Spectrum's starting hand. So I got Power of Leadership, which is going to be double resources for a leadership card. Moxie is when you change form, your hero gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. So that can be changing from hero form to alter ego form or vice versa. But it's a hero action, so it wouldn't work changing to alter ego form. But with characters like Spectrum, she also has other ways of changing form when she changes form with her energy forms as well. Endurance, I can give myself +3 hit points. Air Supremacy is an aerial card. It says choose up to X enemies, where X is equal to the number of aerial characters you control, and deal 3 damage to each chosen enemy. This one's not going to be super useful right now because I can't deal damage to Thanos right now until I get rid of all this threat. But Spectrum is aerial to start with, so she would count. Let's see. Team building exercise lets you play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero with a resource reduction of 1. So if I play an aerial card or an Avenger card while that with team building exercise, which would be Falcon. After Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each treachery looked at this way, remove 1 threat from a scheme. So I think I want to play Falcon. So if I could play team building exercise and Falcon, I think that would be a good way to start. I'd like to play Endurance too, but I can always play that later. I could always hold on to that, or I might need my whole hand to play team building exercise and Falcon. But I think that's my goal. So I'm going to play team building exercise and Falcon. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to hero form right away. After I change to this form, choose a face down energy form and flip that card face up to change to that energy form. I could also play Moxie now that I'm changing form. I'm going to do the math and see if I have enough resources to pay for all the stuff I want to do in order to do that. How much threat does Falcon remove? Falcon looks at the top 3 cards and removes 1 threat for each. That is a treachery card. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to change to her photon form, because then that will give her extra thwarting, and when she changes to this form, she removes a threat from a scheme. So I'm going to go ahead and remove a threat from Sanctuary. And then let's do some math and see if I can afford to play Moxie and team building exercise and Falcon. I'm guessing not. So I'm going to use the Power of Leadership as 2 resources towards Falcon, which means I need 2 more, 1 more, because if I play team building exercise, then that'll make Falcon cost 1 less. So let's say I use Air Supremacy for that. So Air Supremacy plus Power of Leadership would be for Falcon if I've got team building exercise in play. In order to put team building exercise in play, I need to pay 2. So I will do that. So I'm going to do 2 resources to play team building exercise, immediately use it as 1 resource towards a card that shares a trait with my hero. And then Falcon is a leadership card, so I can pay 2 with Power of Leadership plus 2 or plus 1 more with Air Supremacy, so that's 3, and then 4 from team building exercise to play Falcon. Okay, so then Falcon says, after Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each treachery card looked at this way, remove 1 threat from a scheme. 2 of them are treachery, so I get to remove 2 threat from Sanctuary. And then I also get to know what the top 3 cards of the deck are going to be. So I know when he attacks me, he's going to put Psionic Ghost into play engaged with me. And then my encounter card for the round is going to be Insight 1, give Thanos a tough status card if you cannot place 2 threat on the main scheme. So I know that these are going to be the 2 cards that I have to deal with this round. Okay. And then I think I'm going to wait to do anything with Sanctuary because I would like to actually use its ability to do some damage, and I don't have any resource cards left in my hand. And I know that because of Deviant Syndrome, I know that that's going to be my encounter card this round. I know he's going to get a tough card. And I know that this is going to ignore that tough card. So I think that does mean that I'm basically wasting their abilities, though. I could always thwart with Spectrum or Falcon and then attack with one or the other. I think I'm going to thwart with Spectrum and get rid of Sanctuary. And then it says when defeated, I can spend up to 3 fist resources. I don't have any, so that card just goes away. And now I can attack with Falcon for 2. I think I just need to hit him when I can. It might be the wrong move. It might be better to wait, but I don't know. So we'll see. All right, so I'm going to ready all my cards, and I'm going to draw my hand size of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take a look at my hand. All right, I got Blue Marvel. It's her signature ally. After he enters play, change energy forms. Photon Speed, change to Photon Energy form and remove 4 threat. If you were already in Photon Energy form, ignore the Crisis icon. Gamma Blast does something similar. It changes you to Gamma Energy form, deals 7 damage. If you're already in Gamma Energy form, it gains Overkill. And then Ready for Action, give an ally you control a tough status card. And Speed of Light, change energy forms and draw a card. So I could change energy forms to Gamma form. That way I'm already in Gamma form when I play this card. And then it makes it so that I would already have been in Gamma form, and then it would gain Overkill. Or I could do the same thing for Photon Speed, but I'm already in Photon Speed. So, okay. Let's see. So at the beginning of Thanos' turn, he gets a threat on the main scheme. And then he is going to attack me. So he does his entire activation, and then he resolves the stone. So he's going to attack me for 2 plus 1 is 3. And then I know that the top card is that Psionic Ghost, so I know it doesn't have any boost icons. So I'm going to take 3 damage if I don't defend. I'm going to take 2 damage if I do defend. So I think I'm just going to take it because I know what it is. So he's going to hit me for 2 plus 0 is 3. So I take 3. But then this says put Psionic Ghost into play engaged with you. So I've got this minion now. Okay. Then we already know what my encounter card is going to be this round. It is Insight 1. And when revealed, give Thanos a tough status card. And that goes there. This is I could have talked about this when I first revealed him, but Psionic Ghost is obviously not a Thanos minion. This is one of the Collector's minions from the Guardians campaign. So the scenario we're playing asks you to use 2 modular encounter sets in addition to the stuff that you have to use, and it normally calls for Thanos-specific minions. I think it's the Children of Titan and the Black Order, maybe? I don't remember off the top of my head. But instead, I'm just using the next alphabetical ones. So I'm using Menagerie Medley, and I don't remember what the other one that I shuffled in was. It is the Masters of Evil. Oh, that's right, because something I thought that was kind of fun and thematic was the Masters of Evil is the modular encounter set that I shuffled in, and Radioactive Man is one of the Masters of Evil, and he is also Spectrum's Nemesis minion. So if I get her Nemesis minion in play from Shadow of the Past, then the Radioactive Man minion from the encounter set can't come into play, or vice versa. So I thought that was kind of thematic and fun that worked out that way. Okay, so then it's my turn. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see. I can play Blue Marvel for less because of team building exercise, because he is an aerial Avenger. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to use team building exercise plus let's do 2 resources to play Blue Marvel. After Blue Marvel enters play, change energy forms. So I'm going to change to Gamma form, which deals a damage to an enemy, and I'm going to do that to Thanos to get rid of his tough. And then that gives Spectrum +2 attack. Then I'm going to discard Gamma Blast and play Ready for Action. And I'm going to give either Falcon or Blue Marvel a tough card. Let's give it to Falcon. And so that means I am not going to use him this round to attack or thwart, because I want to save him as a defender since he's got that card there. Oh, you know what I did forget to do, though? I forgot to discard the top 4 cards of my deck. So I had my hand already, but I needed to discard the top 4 cards of my deck and place a threat on the main scheme for each different card type. Okay, so let's look at that real quick. So top 4, upgrade, event, ally, event. So I have 3 different types, so 3 threat on the main scheme. I did forget about that. So then let me put that stone on the bottom of the stone deck. So then the next time he activates against me, he will, instead of resolving his stone, he'll flip over the next one. Okay, so I did all that. Then let's see. Let's do 2 attack, 4 attack with Spectrum and Blue Marvel to get rid of the minion. And Blue Marvel will take a damage. Or it would have been 3 attack with Spectrum, but that still wouldn't have been enough, so I still will do that. That's fine. Yeah, I don't want to have minions out. Okay. And then I'm out of cards, so I will ready and draw. Okay, so I got a Genius Resource card, and then I got Ready for Action again. Team Training, play under any player's control. Each ally I control gets +1 hit point. Air Supremacy, we talked about already. X is equal to the number of aerial characters I control. Deal 3 damage to each chosen enemy. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay, and then the last card is Photon Speed again, which is my thwarting card. Okay. So then Thanos gets 1 threat on the main scheme. So we'll do this. He's up to 6. If he gets to 12, then he will go to his second scheme, and his second scheme is not fun, so we definitely don't want him to get there too quick. Okay, and then he is going to attack me. And I know what the next card is going to be because we saw the top 3 cards. The next card is a Gang Up, which has 1 boost icon on it. So he's going to be attacking me for 4 damage. And I'm just going to have Falcon take it because he's got that tough card, and that's kind of what that's for. So he's going to block it. He's going to attack for 2, +1 is 3, +1 more is 4. But that gets reduced to none because of the tough card. And then after attached villain activates, resolve the special ability of each stone or put the top card into play. So the next one is the Soul Stone. So the next time he activates, he will heal and give him a face down boost card. Okay. And then my encounter card for the round is Long Shot. That's a free ally, but it gains Surge, so I will grab another card with another Psionic Ghost. This time, I have to resolve the when revealed effect, which is that I am confused. So I cannot thwart. I can thwart, but it won't do anything. Okay. Longshot's attacks gain piercing. Does not count against my ally limit. Put him into play. Gain surge. Okay. So normally that would be my ally limit, but he doesn't count, so I can put one more in play if I find one. Okay, so we are going to... we're going to use team building exercise plus... Oh, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, why not? We'll use team building exercise plus... No, I don't think I'm going to do it that way. I think I'm just going to pay 2 with Genius to play Air Supremacy. Choose up to X enemies where X is equal to the number of aerial characters you control. I have 1, 2, 3 aerial characters in play right now. So I can choose 3 enemies. There's only 2 that I can choose. And deal 3 damage to each of those enemies. So I'm going to deal 3 to the Ghost. And 3 to Thanos. Okay. Then I'm going to pay 2 resources. Oh, maybe that's why I wanted to do that then. Yeah, let's do it. So, okay, so I'll hold on to Genius. I'll exhaust team building exercise, plus I will discard Ready for Action as the second resource. And I'll do that to play Air Supremacy. Then I'll use the Genius card. And I'm going to do a basic thwart with Spectrum to get rid of her Confused. And then I'm going to do 2 resources with Genius to play Photon Speed. Change to Photon Energy form. So I go to Photon Energy form. After I change to this form, I remove 1 threat from a scheme. And then on Photon Speed, it says remove 4 threat from a scheme. So I'm going to remove 4 more. Okay, and then I really don't want to have to waste damage, but I also really don't want to deal with minions. I wish I had a way to do 1 damage instead of having to waste 2, but that's okay. So I'm going to do 2 damage with Longshot to the Ghost to get rid of it. And then 2 damage with Blue Marble to Thanos. He's going to heal 3 anyway, but just trying to keep ahead of him as much as I can. And then I'm going to hold on to team training just in case I can play it next round, because then I can hold these guys on a little bit longer. I wanted to play it this round, but I really needed to get that thwart under control. Because his second scheme is not good. Okay, then I will draw up to 5. Okay, so I got Ready to Rumble. After you change form, discard this card and ready your hero. Held on to team training. Another Air Supremacy, we've seen what that one does. Rapid response, after an ally you control is defeated, discard this card and put that ally into play from your discard pile and deal 1 damage to it. So you can just get an ally back into play right away. And then energy duplication, exhaust this card and generate the printed resource on your face-up energy card. So just a way of producing resources. Okay. So then it is going to be Thanos' turn. He's going to get a threat. And then he is going to attack me. Now I don't know what it is going to be. It's for sure going to be 3 damage plus a boost card. I think since I've got them, I think I'm going to use Blue Marvel to block it. I've got the allies, I might as well use them. So he's going to attack me for 3, plus put Psionic Ghost into play. Man, there are a lot of copies of that card in the deck, but 3 of them in 3 rounds is not fun. I am glad that I'm getting rid of them, though. This is a with the Menagerie Medley in there, it's a very minion-heavy deck, so gotta kind of keep ahead of them. So I take no damage, but then he resolves the stone. Heal 3 damage from the villain and give him a face-down boost card. So his next attack will be bigger, and he heals 3. And then this card goes to the bottom. All right, and then I get an encounter card for the round. He gets a face-down boost card first. And then I get an encounter card for the round, which is discard an upgrade or support you control. So that has to be team building exercise, because that is the only one I can discard, because my energy forms are permanent. I cannot choose those. Well, that's unfortunate. That's a good card. Okay. Let's see what we can do this round. Keep having to deal with these minions, which is not so fun. Well, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to discard Ready to Rumble and Air Supremacy, and I'm going to play Team Training to give all of my allies +1 hit point. I'm going to use both of my allies to kill this minion. Just get rid of those. And then both of these guys take a damage, but they now have 4 health instead of 3. And then I can attack for 1, or I could thwart for 3. I think I'm going to thwart for 3, which is really only going to be 2. And then I think I'm going to change to alter ego form. So then my energy forms are going to flip face down. And then I'm going to ready. Let's see, do I want to hold on to these cards? I think I'm going to discard Rapid Response just so I can get 5 new cards. So I'm going to hold on to Energy Duplication, and then I'm going to draw up to 6. All right, so now I have 2 energy duplications. I drew another copy of Ready to Rumble. I've got my energy resource card. Gamma Blast is my big attack card, deal 7 damage. And then Ready for Action, give an ally a tough card. So next round I'm going to want to play Gamma Blast, deal him a bunch of damage. Okay. So then he gets 1 threat on the main scheme for his turn, and then he's going to scheme for 2 plus 0. Deal 1 damage to each hero. I am not in hero form, so that doesn't do anything. There's one of the Masters of Evil. So he's going to get 2 threat. And then the top card, there is no face-up stone, so the top card becomes face-up. So next time he activates, he will confuse me, unless I'm already confused, and then I'll have to discard a card. Okay. Then I have to do... Oh, he should have gotten this extra boost card, which had 0 on it. Then he gives me an encounter card, which is a Star Shark. Star Shark has Quick Strike. I'm in alter ego form, so that doesn't do anything. And then he has his attacks deal indirect damage. And so then I've got another minion to deal with. Fun. Well, I was planning on doing 7 damage to Thanos, but I guess I'm doing 7 damage to a minion this turn. So I'm going to flip over, and I am going to go to Gamma form right away. And when I go to Gamma form, I'm going to put 1 damage on Star Shark. Okay. Actually, here. Let's do this. I have an idea. Okay, so in Alter Ego form, before I do that, I'm going to heal. Go back up to full. I was at 8. I'm going to go back up to 11. Then, while I'm in Alter Ego form, I am going to pay 1 resource to play Ready to Rumble. Then I'm going to change to hero form, because then after you change form, discard this card and ready your hero. That way I get a heal and can still use her. Then I will change to Gamma form and deal that 1 damage to the Star Shark. Okay, then I'm going to pay 3 resources with energy and this other card. 3 resources, and I'm going to play Gamma Blast. Change to Gamma Energy form and deal 7 damage to an enemy. If you are already in Gamma Energy form, this attack gains Overkill. So I'm going to deal 7 to Star Shark, but since it has Overkill and he already had 1 damage, that 1 extra damage will go to Thanos. So I'm going to take out the Star Shark and deal 1 damage to Thanos. And then I am going to just attack with both of my allies. Try to knock him down a little bit. So I'll do 4 more damage to Thanos, and my allies get to stay in play because they both have 1 extra health. And then I have attack +2 in Gamma form, so I will swing and hit him for 3 more. Knock him down to 4. All right. And then I'm going to hold on to ready for action, and then I'm going to ready up and draw my new hand. All right. Okay, so I held on to ready for action, and then I drew the Power of Leadership resource, Strength resource, Pulsar Shield. When Spectrum defends, change to Pulsar form and ready her. If you're already in Pulsar form, she gains Retaliate. And then I drew Hawkeye. When he is in play, if a minion enters play, he deals damage to them. Okay, so at the beginning of Thanos' turn, he's going to get 1 threat on the main scheme, and then he is going to attack me, and I am going to defend it, and I am going to play Pulsar Shield. I'm going to pay 1 with ready for action and play Pulsar Shield. When she defends, change to Pulsar form. Okay, so when I change to Pulsar form, I can heal 1, but I'm at full health at the moment, so that doesn't do anything. And then, and ready Spectrum. So I still get to defend for 3, but I don't have to be exhausted. So he's attacking me for 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 0, but he gets a tough card. So he's attacking me for 3. I defended for 3. So I don't take any damage, but he gets a tough card. And he has to resolve the Mind Stone, which is I am confused again. Okay. Then he gives me an encounter card, which is Thanos' Armor. When he would take any amount of damage, reduce it by 1. And then we can, after we make a basic attack, spend a yellow and a red to discard this card. Thanos' armor. Okay. So then, let's see. That was unfortunate. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Longshot because his got piercing. So he attacks for 2 with piercing. That's reduced by 1, but it still goes through. But it's still that 1 damage goes through because he has piercing. So the tough goes away, and he goes away because that was his final health. Then I will use Spectrum, and she will also do a basic attack of only 1. She'll do a basic attack of only 1, which means it'll be reduced to 0 with Thanos' armor. But after a hero makes a basic attack, I can spend a yellow and a red resource to get rid of Thanos' armor. So I didn't actually do any damage to him, but I got rid of his armor. Oh, and then the Mind Stone should have gone away because he confused me with it. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to save Falcon as... Do I want to save him as a blocker, or do I want to just do it? I think I'm at full health, so I don't necessarily need him as a blocker. Yeah, I'm going to thwart with him for 2. Just try to keep this scheme in check, which means he also is done. And then I'm going to be done. So I'm going to hold on to the resource card and draw up to 5. All right, so I got 2 Speed of Lights, which let me change form and draw a card. Photon Speed, which is my thwart action, and Gamma Blast, which is my attack action. All right. So then it is Thanos' turn. He gets 1 threat. He's going to attack me. I've got +2 defense, so I'm going to defend for 3. And then he's going to attack me for 3. So I take no damage, and then he reveals the next top card of the stone deck, which is Reality Stone. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Okay. And then he gives me an encounter card, which is Melter. The engaged player must defend against Melter's attacks with an ally they control if able. Okay. All right, then it is my turn. All right, I am going to play Speed of Light to change energy forms and draw a card. And I'm going to change to Gamma form. When I change to Gamma form, I'm going to deal a damage to Melter. And then with Speed of Light, I got to draw a card, which was Moxie. Okay. Then I'm going to pay 3 resources to play Gamma Blast. And since I'm already in Gamma form, it has overkill. So I'm going to deal 7 to Melter. Only 4 of that is going to go to him, and then the other 3 is going to go to Thanos, which will knock him down to 0. And we will go to his second stage. When we go to his second stage, he gets a tough card. And it says, when revealed, search the encounter deck for Thanos' helmet and reveal it. I do not believe we've seen his helmet. We had his armor, but I'm pretty sure we have not gotten his helmet yet. Okay, so his helmet says he gains, oops, didn't mean to drop it. His helmet says that he has Retaliate 1, and then if you make a basic attack, spend resources to get rid of it. So it works similar to his armor. His armor was reducing attacks, and then you could get rid of it with a basic attack. His helmet gives him Retaliate, and you can get rid of it with a basic attack. And then Melter is gone. And on his second stage, Thanos resets to 23 health. I'm really glad that we made it to his second stage, his villain second stage, before we got to his second main scheme, because his second main scheme is no bueno. Okay, so then we'll shuffled his deck after I searched. Put that back. Okay. And then I'm going to do Speed of Light again and change energy forms. And I'm going to go back to my defense form, which again lets me heal, but I still have full health at the moment. And draw a card. Okay. And the card I drew was the Cloud9 Ally. And that is going to be it for that turn. Okay. I am going to have to deal with an extra encounter card this round because I only have one card left in my deck. It was a copy of Moxie. So I've got 3 cards. I need to draw 2 more. So I'm going to get an extra encounter card this round. I need 2 more cards, 1, 2. And let's take a look at what I got here. All right, Pulsar Shield, so I can defend. Rapid Response, after an ally you control is defeated. Cloud9 I had already. Photon Speed I had already. And Moxie I had already. Okay. So he is going to attack. I am going to defend. Let's see. When I defend, I can change to Pulsar Energy form. I am already in Pulsar Energy form, so I gain Retaliate 1 until the end of the phase. I'm going to pay for that with Rapid Response. Pulsar Shield. So I'm defending, I ready, and I have Retaliate. The Retaliate is just going to get rid of his tough. Technically, there's an order where I need to wait to get rid of his tough until the very end of the attack and all that kind of stuff, but generally it doesn't matter, especially when we're this far up on his health dial. Okay, so I'm defending for 3. He's attacking for 4 plus 0, but I get another Psionic Ghost, so I have to take 1 damage. And then I have to discard an ally, upgrade, or support I control, which is Team Training, because that's my only option. And then that card goes away. All right, and then I have to deal with 2 encounter cards this round. Okay, first one is the Villain Schemes. So he is going to scheme for 3 plus 0, just 3. And then the second one is Master of the Stones. When Thanos activates, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. At the end of this activation, discard Master of the Stones. So this is one of the ways where he can end up getting more than 1 stone in play at a time. So if he already had 1 face up, he would flip another 1 face up. And then after that activation, he would resolve both of them, and then they would both go away. This was the perfect time to get this one, because now he wasn't going to do one, and now he's going to do one. So that is better than him going to do one and then end up doing two. Okay. Let's do a basic thwart to get rid of my confuse. I think that's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to spend 2 resources and play photon speed. So I'm going to change to photon form. When I change to photon form, I get to remove a threat from a scheme. And then photon speed removes 4 more. Okay. And that's really all I can do. I could flip to alter ego form just to get a bigger hand. He would scheme for 2, 3, 4, at least 4. At least 6, because the psionic ghost would also scheme. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to flip to alter ego form and then ready and draw 6 cards. Okay, let's see what I got here. All right, so I got power of leadership, energy, team building exercise, air supremacy, gamma blast, and then I did not actually get to really look at this one before. After Adam Warlock attacks or thwarts, discard a card at random from your hand. If that card's printed resource has one of those things, do one of those things. Okay. Okay, so then it is Thanos' turn. He is going to get 1 threat. Then, when he activates, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. And then he is scheming for 2, 3, 4, plus a boost. 0. That was the perfect card to get with that boost. Thank goodness. I was like, I really hope he doesn't get advance and scheme twice. So he gets 4, and then he's going to get 2 more from Psionic Ghost. And then the Master of the Stones is discarded. And then he is going to, you are stunned. So he stuns me. Puts this card on bottom. Okay. Then I get my encounter card for the round. I am technically supposed to have these face down. Get my encounter card for the round, which is Radioactive Man. After he attacks you, discard 1 card at random from your hand. I'm curious what the differences are between the two. So her Nemesis minion is after he activates against you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Those are both bad. Neither one is good. It's kind of cool that they have a very similar ability, though. Cool. All right, so now I've got that in front of me as well. Well, things were going okay. Not so much now. I am not going to heal. I'm going to flip to hero form. When I flip to hero form, I am going to change to gamma form. When I change to gamma form, I get to deal a damage. I'll deal it here. I will do a basic attack on Thanos of none because I am stunned, but then I can spend a blue and a red. Let's see, I'll do a red and a blue to get rid of his helmet. I do have to take a retaliate damage from that. Okay, then I am going to pay 2 plus 1 to play Gamma Blast. I'm already in gamma form, so I'm going to do 7 with overkill. I'm going to do it to Radioactive Man, so 6 to him, 1 to Thanos. And then that's it. Oh man, I'm afraid this is going to go off here soon. Okay. So I'm going to hold on to Adam Warlock. I'm going to draw Speed of Light, Photon Speed, Ready to Rumble, and Pulsar Shield. Yes. Nice. That was good. That was good. That was good. All right, so then Thanos' turn. He gets a threat. He is attacking me for 4. I am going to defend it. And I am going to play Pulsar Shield. I'm going to change to Pulsar form. I get to heal. It's the first time I've gotten to heal when I change to Pulsar form. I'm going to heal. It gives me +2 defense, and I get to ready. I was not already in Pulsar form, so I do not get retaliate. So he is attacking me for 4. I defend for 3. He's attacking me for 6, so I take 3 down to 7. Then he flips the top card. And then after the Infinity Stone deck runs out, give him a face down boost card. So technically the deck is empty. Okay. And then I have to take an attack of 2 from the Ghost. Do I want to defend that? I think I'm just going to take it. Okay. Then I have to take an encounter card. Counter card is I Am Inevitable. Give him another face down boost. So his next attack or scheme, he will get 2 extra boost cards. Oh boy. Okay. Then it is my turn. All right. I'm going to play Speed of Light, which will actually here. How do I want to do this? Yeah, Speed of Light. I will change to Photon form. Which will let me remove a threat. And then I will fort for 3. And then, and Speed of Light let me draw a card, which was Strength. I'm going to pay those 2 resources from Strength to play Photon Speed and remove 4 threat from a scheme. And then I really don't want to go to Alter Ego, but I don't think I have a choice this turn. Yeah, because he's going to get another minion with the Space Stone. So yeah, I'm going to flip to Alter Ego. Which means all that work I just did on thwarting is going to be undone, but that's the way the game works. All right, I'm going to ready and draw. Man, she is really ready to rumble this turn. I held on to 1 copy and then I drew 2 more. I even got Alternate Art Gambit ready to rumble. All right, ready to rumble, ready to rumble, ready to rumble. Air Supremacy, ready for action, and Energy Duplication. All right, well, one of those ready to rumbles will be used to pay for one of the other ready to rumbles because I can only play 1 at a time. Okay. Thanos gets 1 threat. Then he schemes for 3. plus 3 boost cards. Man, he's probably going to finish this one. Oh, man, that could have been a lot worse. So he gets 6 threat. Plus 2 more from Psionic Ghost. So, oh no, hold on a second. We need to do this in the right order. Okay, so 6 threat from Thanos. Up to 9. Or 8, sorry. Then he resolves the Space Stone. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. That shouldn't take too long. Star Shark. Quick Strike doesn't happen because I'm not in I'm not in hero form. And then they both scheme, so they scheme for 3. That got close. He's up to 11 out of 12. Whew. Man. We know for sure that both advance cards have been discarded. That doesn't mean he can't add threat some other way with an encounter card. All right. Reshuffled the stone deck. All right. Encounter card is my obligation. I cannot change energy forms. In alter ego form, I can exhaust her to remove this card. Oh, man. That was not a good time to get that. It's okay this time, which is good because I need to heal badly. Getting that was not ideal. Oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really wanted to. I think I have to, otherwise I'm going to die. I'm going to heal for 3. I'm going to pay a Ready to Rumble to play a Ready to Rumble. I'm going to change to hero form. After I change to hero form, I'm going to discard Ready to Rumble to ready my hero. Okay, and then I have to choose a form. I'm going to choose Photon form. I am going to let's pay Ready for Action and Ready to Rumble to deal 3 damage to an enemy. Oh, when I changed to Photon form, I was supposed to remove a threat. That was why I wanted to do that. 3 damage to either of these wouldn't kill them, so I'm just going to do 3 to Thanos. And then I will thwart for 3 with Photon Energy form, giving me bonus thwarting. And I guess that's it. This is not good. It was a really bad time to get my obligation. Gamma Blast, Pulsar Shield, Hawkeye, Genius, and I held on to Energy Duplication. Gamma Blast is good. Wish I had drawn that on my last hand so I could have gotten rid of one of these, but such is life. Okay. All right. He gets 1. And he attacks. I'm going to defend. He's attacking me for 4 minus 1. So I take 3, 4, 5. Oh, I take 8 exactly. That's it. Dang it. 4, 6. No, I take 9. Ouch. Dang it. I should have just gotten rid of that. Oh, all right. Well, that was going really well, actually, up until that turn. I got that and these two cards. That really sucked. If I hadn't gotten those two, I think things would have been okay. Man, that sucked. Yeah, because I could have played Pulsar Shield, but it wouldn't have been able to change to Pulsar Form because my obligation makes it so I can't change form. Yeah, I had to get rid of my obligation. That was a mistake. Better luck next time. I guess next time I will not make that mistake because I will know better than to not get rid of that obligation. Spectrum is a character I haven't played as much. But I felt like I was doing a fairly good job up until right at the end there. Oh man. All right. Well, nothing like an hour-long game just to lose right at the end, but I felt like I played fairly well other than that one mistake, so we'll take it. All right. Next game will be one of my favorite characters ever, Spider-Ham. And Spider-Ham will be taking on Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight in Avengers Tower Defense. So we will see how that goes. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.